Imagine claiming that your greatest criticism of Peter Obi is that he worked hand in hand with Abacha. And then days later, you admit you need to call rain or mockery to clarify your own statements, not the internet, no documents. What a loud, confident example of intellectual laziness. So, on the Honey Bunch podcast, Daddy Freeze said, "My greatest criticism of Peter Obi is that he worked hand in hand with Abacha." Days after, Daddy Freeze posted on his IG a call with Reno, asking him to clarify Peter Obi's role in Abacha's regime. Really? That is irresponsible commentary, careless journalism, making noise first, checking facts later. Now, the issue. Did Peter Obi work for Abacha? No. Peter Obi was never an employee or official of the Nigerian Ports Authority. The fact is, in the 1990s, Obi was a businessman, chairman of Fidelity Bank, and active in the private sector. Here is what really went down. Peter Obi and other importers petitioned the Abacha government about congestion at Tin Can Island port. In response, Abacha invited Peter Obi to Aso Rock and asked him to chair a temporary port decongestion task force. It was a 3 to 4 month assignment, not a formal job, not a government appointment, not a paid role. Even Peter Obi himself once clarified, "I never worked in the Nigerian Port Authority. I was appointed into a temporary port committee after raising concerns." So, is that a crime? So let's assume for a moment that Peter Obi chaired a task force under Abacha. Is that the moral crime that the Freeze frames it to be? Did Dora Akinyomi not serve under Obasanjo? Did Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala not serve under Jonathan? Were they not all praised for their excellence? Now, question to Daddy Freeze. If Obi's short-term role in solving a national problem is your greatest criticism, then you have to condemn every businessman, contractor, or employee who contributed to Nigeria during military regimes, because under that logic, 90% of Nigerian professionals worked for Abacha. Let's talk about Daddy Freeze. If you want to critique associations, let's look at yours. Freeze, you were close to Hush Puppy, a convicted internet fraudster. You regularly praise and associate with Pastor Toby Adegboyega, a man under investigation in the UK for financial misconduct. You defended Hush Puppy as misunderstood, but you're condemning Peter Obi for chairing a decongestion committee. So what is worse, helping reduce port congestion in Nigeria as of 1997 or dining with confirmed fraudsters in 2020? What makes this even more dangerous is that Daddy Freeze has got a large platform, yet he did not do the most basic research. Instead, he says something provocative, and then days later, let's call Reno to confirm. Now, let's be clear. Peter Obi did not work for Abacha. He chaired a short-lived task force to solve a national crisis. That is not complicity. That is contribution. Take care and have a nice day.